Hey Maria, how are you?
Hey.
Thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Oh, it's a
I'm
pleasure.
so excited to rehash your story.
Absolutely. Interesting story.
Yes. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your story?
At a very early age, obviously, I've been wearing my glasses since I was a child, and it's always been a dream to be without them. So I can do activities, and we wear the contacts, but the further we get the prescriptions up there,
Yeah.
it makes it difficult.
Yeah.
So it was always my dream to be off, and I tried going for LASIK for so many years, and I didn't qualify, right? And you have to go all your stages.
Yeah.
18, 21, 25,
Yeah.
and nothing changed.
Yeah.
So until I found you.
And I'm happy you found us. And a little bit about Maria. So her prescription was very high. So she was a high myope. You were around a -12 in both eyes. Someone who is not a -12, it's very difficult to comprehend what type of life that is, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? I mean, you can't even get out of bed without, right? You're looking for your glasses.
No, actually, everyone laughs at this, but I used to sleep with my glasses on because I like to sleep watching TV. So I had to sleep with the glasses on. That was
Yeah.
when my husband first met me. He said, "Take it off." I said, "No, I can't see anything without my
Yeah,
glasses."
right.
And then sometimes showering
Yeah.
with the glasses because you can't really see anything.
Yeah.
It's that bad.
Yeah, you went for multiple consultations, you wanted LASIK, you hear your friends or other people, they're all getting LASIK, their vision is amazing, and every time they say, you're not a candidate, you're not a candidate. And so finally, what made you say, well, let me try one more time. Let me go to Dr. Patel.
The contacts didn't have a prescription for my contacts, so every time I had to wear the contacts, my vision was blurry. And how do you do all outdoor activities? I love going outdoor, love going to the parks, enjoying my goddaughter, my
Yeah.
niece. And you can't, the glasses, they always go for the glasses, you
Yeah.
know? So it's like, oh, I gotta get this fixed.
Yeah.
And you can't really see. So it kind of gives you this preparation, like where is this going? How much worse is it gonna get?
Yeah.
'Cause it's supposed to be stabilized by now, but I feel like it was changing. Like
Sure.
it will drop a little bit and go up again,
Yeah.
my prescription. So I actually went to another place, and they were the ones that referred me over to you because they wouldn't do it. And they said, "No, I know someone,"
Yeah.
and they referred me over to you.
Yeah.
And then I came here, and it was amazing.
So we talked about the EVO ICL, and which is one of my favorite procedures to do. And it's an implantable contact lens. It was a pretty quick surgery, and it's a customized contact lens, especially for your eye, for your prescription. And we used that ultrasound to size it just exactly. How was that whole process?
It was the first day I came in. I don't know if you remember that. I came in with probably 1,000 questions, right? Because every time they presented this process to me, they would say, "Well, yeah, we can do the implant of the lenses in your eyes," and it just felt like that was like, oh, that's. And when I came to you, you said how amazing it was and how great, how much you liked it, how much it was going to be better, how you preferred it. So that to me, obviously, gave me the comfort of actually proceeding. Because when you're thinking you're going to implant lenses inside your eyes, that's our vision, you know.
Yeah.
Like, what's going to happen? You know,
Absolutely.
So it's you gave me that comfort in that conversation. So the 1,000 questions I had, I asked you one, and you gave me all the answers to my next questions.
Awesome.
So at that point, it was like when I relaxed, because I was tense.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh this is my only solution.
Yeah.
And you just gave me all the answers, how it's going to be, how it's going to work, how it's better. And that to me was like a deal breaker right there. You know,
That's
like,
awesome.
You gave me everything I wanted. So I left here feeling confident. And that was something that I heard about this about 10, 15 years ago, and I never had the courage to do
Yeah.
it. And when I came here, I was still undecided.
Yeah.
Until I spoke with you,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I think this is
And
it.
10, 15 years ago was the much older version, which was the Visian ICL. And over the last 5 years, the EVO ICL has really been a game changer because it used to be a two-step procedure, and now it's a simple one-step procedure. The surgery is pretty quick. How did you feel during the actual surgical process?
It was fast, right? And I don't know if you remember this, but this eye I felt nothing, and then
Yeah.
this one I felt a little bit the pressure.
Yeah.
But on this one, I'm like, oh, done.
Yeah.
It was a few minutes, right,
Yeah.
that you did it.
Yeah.
So that was impressive as
Yeah.
well, and it was fine. I mean, then I left from the surgery center to come here, and
Yeah.
I had those things in my eyes,
Yeah.
the covers. And once I got here, it started getting a little bit less and less blurry. And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I was already reading.
At one point after the surgery, did you feel like, oh wow, this is pretty amazing.
Next
Like,
morning.
Next
Oh my
morning.
God. When
yeah.
you get up and you don't have the glasses on,
Yeah.
you don't have to sleep with your glasses.
Yeah.
It's game. Yes, I had the goggles to take
Yeah.
my shower, right? I
Yeah.
put the goggles on, so no water in my eyes.
Yeah.
But besides that, the next day it was perfect. I couldn't even believe it.
And you're an accountant and you work with so many high level corporations and so many different things, and you're an absolute, power woman, businesswoman. And so you're doing so many things from computer to talking to people and networking and then other stuff. So how has this made your career, how has it made a change in your career?
Well, let's just start. Every time I go to many events, right,
Yeah.
to promote business, to be part, to give speeches and seminars, and every time I had to, I'm gonna put my glasses on.
Yeah.
I've got my contacts on,
Yeah.
and my eyes gonna be dry because sometimes when you wear those high prescription
Oh,
contact
sure.
lenses, they dry your eyes, and you want to take them out,
Absolutely.
you get a headache. So all that
Yeah.
no longer exists.
Yeah.
So I get up, I do my makeup, which
Yeah.
when you wear glasses, a little bit different.
Yeah.
It changed everything.
That's
you know?
awesome. And I think in general, even when I first met you, I think you're a very confident woman in general. But has this made you even more confident? I know it's a weird question, but sometimes patients feel like that's the glasses are constantly going back and forth. It's kind of becomes someone's kryptonite sometimes.
It does because the glasses obviously they're like the bottle looking glasses, right? They're so thick,
Yeah.
and they made your eyes like tiny eyes. So even for the makeup, everything bothers you. So yes, it made me more confident because
Yeah.
I don't have to wear them anymore.
Yeah.
My eyes no longer. You can just feel nerdy,
Yeah.
but it's a bad nerdy because it's not about. It's just it looked bad.
Yeah.
Like when you have those thick glasses. And
Yeah.
I think it's super charming when you're wearing those reading glasses.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
But not the thick bottle glasses
Oh,
like
yeah.
I had.
So
Love it.
last thing, what would you say for people out there who maybe were told they're not candidates for LASIK, and the EVO ICL kind of being an alternative for those patients?
Definitely try it out. Go research a little bit, speak with someone that you're confident with, to me, it was Dr. Patel. And then make sure they answer your questions, because that's what you did for me, right? You answered all my fears that I had of going through this. You just took them away without even knowing it, because you're
Yeah.
so confident in the process.
Well, and I appreciate that. And I think one of the things that I always try to remember, this is what I do for a living and I absolutely love it and I'm super passionate about it, and helping people see is something that we do on a regular basis. But for every patient that walks in, that is not their everyday life. That is not something that they experience. And so for me, it's always important to kind of talk from a perspective of the patient, because they want a solution. I understand they're absolutely nervous, they're anxious. I use the analogy of I want to give patients a roadmap, right? Like this is the route we're going to take to your preferred destination. Very unlikely. There may be some detours. If we have to take some detours, we can still get you to where you want to be. And I think for patients to kind of have that roadmap and to see that there's absolutely a way, and for them to visualize steps rather than just say, hey, I'll see you for the next appointment, or I'll see you for this or that, rather than saying, okay, this is step 1, step 2, step 3, and then I'm at my destination.
It was amazing. I want to also include in this conversation how amazing was my experience with your practice in general.
Oh.
Right? If I can say a little bit
Yeah,
about that.
absolutely.
From the moment that I walked in to meeting Beatrice and then meeting you and all the staff here that helped me, it was everything. It was so welcoming. And I wanted to be here.
Yeah.
I know it's a medical procedure, everyone's afraid, but I wanted to be here. I wanted to get the call. Everyone was so enthusiastic
Yeah.
for me. And that just played a huge role too. And me feeling so confident and coming here and doing it. It's the first time I heard about it. I'd not had to come in like every week, twice a week, right?
Yeah.
No, and it's far. I live
Yeah.
in a garden.
Yeah.
But it was a pleasure to come.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
I congratulated you on that
Oh,
before, and I
abs-
do it again because it was amazing. I loved it.
Thank you so much. And I appreciate your kind words, and I'm so excited for your new vision, and thank you for sharing your story, and hopefully wish you continued success and everything that you do.
No, thank you so much. It was a pleasure being here, and now let's take care of my mom too.
Yes. And so we'll see you soon.
I'll see you soon.
Okay. Take
Thank
care.
you so much.